Okay, for my presentation, I'm going to be analyzing this algorithmic bias through a sociological lens. What was I doing? Yeah, we're doing this in one take. We're gonna nail it because this is a presentation. Anything else? No, let's keep going. Okay, actually I should have a timer going. Give me 1 second. Let me get a timer going because I don't want to go over time. But yes. Okay, so basically agenda. So what first we'll be looking at is the core problem. What's going on. Then I'll do a case study, which is on Amazon. Then I'll do a sociological diagnostic, critical analysis, and then I'll do one conclusion and kind of takeaways. And then we'll look at a little bibliography. So super chill. But yeah, so the core problem. Yeah, I'll just read it and then I'll give my insight. Bias is so this is just what bias is. Bias is a prejudice in favor or against something, someone, or things. Bias arises within humans as a mental shortcut, preventing objective analysis. AI acts on learning from large data sets, thus AI's functions as an amplifier of institutional biases present in data they are trained on. So essentially what I'm arguing here is that since humans always have these implicit biases, any data set we create will therefore have these biases, which basically just means that the AI is going to also have whatever these prejudices are for or against certain groups. And so in reality, AI in the hiring process just kind of functions as a... Did my recording end? No, it didn't. Okay, it was already my recording end. So in reality, what the heck is it called? In reality, AI recruitment hiring tools just propagate biases. And so the example I'm going to be studying is sexist Amazon robot. So in short, what happened was Amazon attempted to create an AI that would help it with the hiring process. And the dream, the way Reuters puts it, which is really well, right? The dream was to create a tool that could look at 100 resumes and you could ask it to give you the top 10 resumes from there. But what ended up happening was that since they fed the AI based on the applications of the last 10 years and they analyzed who had been most successful. This was in the tech industry, and so that industry is heavily saturated with men, and so as a result the robot became sexist and began penalizing women's resumes if they had any mention, just penalizing resumes if they had any mention of women or they had a female sounding name, and upscoring resumes that had mentioned the word male or men. And so it just it just demonstrates how, while we might have implicit biases, they become absolutely overt when you give it to an AI. So it really just functions as a kind of amplifier. So I'm just going to play this quick.
Monday.com,
if it's going to let
the opposite
me.
of any work platform we tried in the past.
Over here.
We tried other work management platforms.
We're doing
not
this.
naming names. They all suck.
Yeah.
Amazon software engineers recently uncovered a big problem. Their new online recruiting tool did not like women. The glitch, sources told Reuters, stemmed from the fact that Amazon's computer models were trained by observing patterns in resumes of job candidates over a 10-year period, largely from men, in effect teaching themselves that male candidates were preferable. Reuters correspondent Jeffrey Daston.
The technology thought, oh, Amazon doesn't like any resume that has the word women's in it. Women's,
Okay, I think that's enough, so let's keep going. Here is my sociology thesis. It's what my paper's on. So through a critical analysis of Amazon's sexist AI tool and the application of conflict theory, this paper argues that artificial intelligence systems are not neutral tools, but rather powerful engines of institutional discrimination that further social stratification by automating human biases via algorithmic bias. Here are the big kind of moving parts of my thesis. I just highlighted Amazon sexist AI robot. That's just the article. Application of conflict theory. So that's the sociological lens I'm going to be using. Engines of institutional and discrimination. So basically, it's how social stratification is solidified via institutional discrimination and biases. So yeah, that's the big moving stuff. Conflict theory and AI. Okay, this is just a definition of conflict theory. The way inequality. I mean, you guys know what conflict theory is. I don't think I need to go into it. In short, it's the sociological lens that society operates between the powerful and the less powerful, fighting over some kind of resource. That's like the, what do you call it? The workshop. That's the casual definition. Yeah. I'm low on time. Whatever. So these are just some quotes I pulled up that basically defend my thesis. So comparing that to a functionalist sociological lens, which will kind of view AI as like just addressing social needs and arising where social needs are necessary, I'm arguing that it doesn't. AI just functions as at least especially in the hiring process, it just functions as a way to keep people who are in power. And so these are just some quotes that support my interpretation of the usage of AI in society and why I'm right. It's not egotistical, but so arrogant. But yeah, so contrary to popular belief, AI is neither objective nor fair. This is Shin from an article. This is literally page 1. That's how she opens her article, right? Algorithms are embedded within larger social systems and processes inscribed within the rules, values, and interests of the dominant group. So that's also from the same, I don't know why I didn't write that, but that's also from Data Impacts. But yeah. This is just how AI works and how basically stuff is propagated. So basically the data set, then it goes into the algorithm, reinforcement, and outcome. Humans create the data set. So since humans are biased, any data set we create will also have this bias. The difference is that humans, we can actually correct ourselves and at least attempt to fix our implicit biases, whereas the AI, it never will. It'll just be sexist forever. So yeah. Bibliography, I mean, I had some other pages, but that's other stuff. Doesn't really matter. Because we already went overtime with that. But yeah, here are my sources. I added some more on my doc. But yeah, this is the short of it. Bye-bye. Woo.